And welcome to another general vlog video. Today we're going back into the old junky bathroom. It's starting to actually look like something. So I'm going to go over with you what I did. I'm getting ready to lay laminate flooring. I have to clean my floor. It's already been scraped. It's already been swept. I just now have to get down with a green scrubby and scrub the floor and get all that paint and drywall mud off of it and all that good stuff. So basically what I've done since the last video, which I think was yesterday, is I flipped this thing. If you look at my old videos, you'll see that that soap holder dish thing right there used to be way up there and upside down. So I couldn't flip it because it was a one-piece shower surround. Very flimsy. So if I flipped it, basically what happened is those three holes that you see right there will now be over here. I have to drill new holes for over there. And I'll have three holes over here I don't know what to do with. It's hard to make them look good. So I basically cut that back panel out. This stuff is so thin that with a used duller, not dull, but duller razor blade knife, 2 cuts down each seam, and it popped right through. So let me walk you through that real quick. It's nothing great. Basically what I did was I cut down this seam right here, all the way down. I flipped it, and then I put it back on and I caulked it. Now the caulking's not cleaned up yet. You can see here where I used my finger in water to go over it. I'll have to come back and clean all the caulking lines up and come up here and clean all this up here. I've not done any cleaning to the tub yet. The tub was fairly new. If you'll remember in previous videos, there was a sticker there. The tub was fairly new. It looks like everything was done in here about 2015. They just did everything wrong. So if you look at my old videos down below this, because this used to be up here, and it was upside down. There below it, they had a screw like here and a screw over here. So I ended up doubling them to make it almost like a pattern and come up. I don't know. I just made it look as good as I could. Got a new spigot there. I ended up using the old ones. I knew that they would clean up. That was like American Bay or something like that. And I don't know what the spigot, and then I had a new mowing faucet. Now, I think I am going to raise this because I don't know if I can get this shot in screen. But if I'm in here, and I have no idea if you're getting the look of that or not, yeah, that's right at eye level. So I think I may end up raising that eventually, even though this is not my shower, this is the boys' shower. When I do go to sell, if I get a 6-foot tall guy like me, it'd be nice, and it's real easy to do on the other side. But I have to wait until I'm doing the bedroom that's back here to do that. We did get the mirror put in, the medicine cabinet, and you just open it up, and oh, there's my blue tape I was looking for. Let me go put it over here. And there we go. Okay, anyways, there's the medicine cabinet. Just an extra little stick-on mirror the boys like. Anyways, that's all recessed in the wall. And I did put 2 lights up here. I only got 1 bulb. I got to get a different bulb. 2 different bulbs. As you can see, that sticks out from below that. I have the same thing in my bathroom. Yeah, I should have only put 1. I understand that now, but it is what it is. I'd already bought them. I'm going to use them. Got my GFI breaker here. I've laid the cover down somewhere, and I have to find it. It's in the back bedroom. Got my plumbing still stubbed through. Down here, what I was able to do, and I can see now that it's still a little bit crooked. I don't know if the install of the tub was crooked or what, but basically what I did is I pulled these out straight, and then I put 3 screws in each one. I straightened up the bottom the best I could, and I caulked it really well with good caulking. Still looks like crap in here right now, but It is Wednesday morning, about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and within a couple hours, I'll have my floor done. I'll clean it, and I'll get started laying my laminate flooring. I put my register back in. I've already redone my heater duct, my heat duct, and basically what I do is I vacuum back as far as I can. I vacuum this way as far as I can. I clean it all out. I scrape it all out, and I paint it with high heat silver. Now, give me just a second. I did want to show you guys what I end up using. Okay, this is what I don't know if I'm going to say I recommend, but this is what I use. It is a Krylon high heat barbecue paint. Now, I know that that's a heat duct, and it probably doesn't get that much heat, but if you look around at the tiles on that, see how nasty that is? How it's brown around it, and you'll see some silver where I actually sprayed. Anyways, I clean them all out, and then I spray them new silver. It looks really great when the register's open. Let's see if you can even see down in there. And no, you really can't see. Anyways, it gives it a nice appearance. Once the new register cover's in, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Walls are all painted, 3 coats. Ceiling's all painted, 3 coats. That's all done. And the big thing is, and I did this kind of on an accident. I was going to go ahead and do my flooring late last night, early this morning. But I knew I had to do something about this hot water heater. If you watch my past videos, you'll see this hot water heater leaned severely. So I thought, I got to pull it out, new floor, which is okay because I wanted to drain it anyways because we used to have we used to have hard water, well water. Now we have soft water. The park, you wouldn't believe the soft water system they got in there. It's almost bigger than, it's way bigger than my living room. It's probably as big as my living room and kitchen. I don't know, there's 7 or 8 tanks in there. Anyways, so I wanted to flush this hot water heater out anyways. But come to find out, the floor was not rotten. So let me start you down here at the bottom. You can see the floor was not rotten. Now that looks nasty, especially in camera, because for one, there's 2 big holes. There's a hole there and a hole there from the old hot water heater. But there was a black, the top was brown, the bottom was black, linoleum style cover in there. And that's what makes it look bad. That's 1-inch plywood. And it's not rotten, and it doesn't look as bad as it does in picture. So my thought is, once I get the floor done, and I'm kind of bored one day, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to paint the floor of this to help seal it. And I'm not going to paint the walls in here because, quite frankly, it's a cabinet. I am going to take that white, I forget what that kind of board is called, pegboard. I am going to take that out of there. I'm going to have to get my stubby screwdriver to take it out. So anyways, just by getting all that old flooring out from underneath of it, I'm sure this wasn't a professional install, because when they just put it down over that old flooring cover, and when they put it in, there was a couple pieces that were broken, bent over double. Anyways, it was just like they shimmed it completely wrong, but they didn't shim it. It's just they didn't clean it before they put it in. So I lifted the hot water heater up. I didn't even uninstall it. I lifted it up, took all of that out, moved it over about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, because I wanted equal distance on each side. I got a little more on this side than I do on this side by about, here I can put in 2 fingers, and here I can put in 3. So about a finger's width. And the reason is because of this emergency valve. When it was over here, it was hitting. You can actually see where it was hitting. It was hitting there. And in order for them to work on it, they had to force it up. So anyways, I didn't like that. So I moved it over about 1 inch. That's it. I mean, I know, I wish I could make that look better in camera. I know it looks rotten, but it's not. It's hard as a rock. And it's 1-inch real plywood. Has it been replaced? I'm going to say yes, but I don't know how these places were built back in the 60s, early 60s. They might have actually used real plywood floors. Now I know the floor here, actually I found it has new marine grade plywood. Now, that's really great. That's overkill. But what they've done, I don't know if you can see this, and I just lost my flip-flop. Just come completely off. And people wonder why I wear flip-flops, especially on camera. Let me show you what happens. See the bottom of that flip-flop? That's paint, drywall mud, everything. So I take my shoes off, my flip-flops on and off as I come in here. But anyways, if you can see right here, there's a little bit of a lip here. With the carpet and everything up underneath of it, it kind of brought it up to level. Now I'm getting ready to add laminate on top so it'll come up a little bit more. It's probably a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch up. They did use marine grade plywood. It does run under the tub, so apparently they did that before they set the tub. They just didn't set the tub correctly. It was almost like two different people were working on this. One guy knew what the heck he was doing, and the other guy had no possible clue what he was doing. But anyways, the long and the short of it is, I did get that tub looking a lot better. I have to clean the heck out of it, but I want my caulking to dry, and I want to be able to clean my caulking. Then I will use my, and there it is, my Clorox foamer. And I will clean it all. And you don't have to scrub with that stuff, but I'll still scrub it all, then rinse it all off, and then let it dry, and then I'll recaulk everything. I know that's a little bit of overkill, but that's what I do. See, no more yellow, nasty caulking down there at the bottom that used to be. Go back and check out my other video. You'll find out. It looked horrible. Got rid of all of that. Got that flipped around the way it's supposed to be. Got them cleaned up. Got a new one there. Got a new shower head. Got a new ring for around the shower head. The beauty ring. I forget what that's called. So I know it's nothing to brag about, but it looks like 100 times better than what it used to look like. So I am really, really, really tickled to death with the way that came out. Now, we have some things down here. I don't know if you can see this. If you follow that line of the tile, it looks like that wall bows out really, really, really bad. I don't really think that it does. I did lay an old piece of trim down there, and it looked like a 1/16 of an inch it dips in right here. But I can, fudge with that. But, and that's what I'm hoping to happen back here, I guess is what I'm getting at. You can see about an inch wide tile down to about 1.5 inch, 2 inch wide tile. I think it's just a tile job, not the setting. I mean, because it's hard to set a bathtub that's not square. I think the walls were square because they're factory. I would assume, although they did replace the wall because behind this is actually the green drywall. Really impressive. Once again, somebody did that and then they put the shower surround in upside down. 2 different people, I think, did it. But I'm not going to keep harping on that. I'm very, very, very tickled to death that I got my hot water heater done before I got my floor in. That's what made me, I was going to already have the floor in. But now I have to get in here and I have to do some cleaning. I vacuumed everything. I wiped everything down dry. Now I want to wipe everything down with a damp rag. Paint that floor. But I'm going to do all that. I have that closet and another closet to do. And I'm going to do them both in one day. I'm almost there. So, like I said, it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday. I don't know the date. It's like March the 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. I don't have anything planned for today. Today being Wednesday. Right, today being Wednesday. Absolutely, I have no plans for today. Now, tomorrow, I have a small job to do, an estimate to finish up and deliver, and my boys are coming over sometime tomorrow after school. So, wow, I forgot it's only Wednesday. I will be able to get all this in and set. My toilet back in, and my sink in, Oh, wow, I'm excited now. So anyways, also one thing that I did is I drained this hot water heater 3 different times. And I just kept flushing it. Flushing it and flushing it and flushing it and flushing it and flushing it. Now, the first time, once it got down to the bottom, it did give me some, well, I guess it would be rust color, kind of a muddy looking water at the end of it. So basically what I did, and hold on one more second, and I will go in here and see, is it still laying there? Yes, it is. So basically what I did, I took a washer hose, a supply line for a washer, and that's what I ended up, I run from there into there, and it fit. Perfect size, everything. So then I installed this into my hose, which, as you can see, is a screen, and it's still clean as heck. It actually started coming out of that little rubber thing, sitting there fooling around with it while I was talking. So the second time I did it, I still once again got a little bit of, excuse me, I'm putting this back where it goes so I don't lose it. I still did run across a little bit of murky water, a lot less this time. And I drained it completely. Then I left it open and left it running while I left the water on in the wall, which I have a shut off on the other side of this wall that I got to make an access panel for. I have 2 actually. One to shut the hot off, one to shut the cold off individually if you need to. That way you can still flush toilets if you're working on something, or at least still wash your hands. So the third time I did it completely, and I got no murky water, no anything. There's no smell anyways, but I got no murky water, no nothing. So I knew then that it was clean. I still didn't get any sediments out of the bottom. I did find out, however, that the hot water heater is a 40-gallon, not a 50, and it was made in 2015, latter part of 2015. I was told it was put in like 16 or 17. Let me think. I moved in here. It's 19. I moved in here 18. I moved in here in 2017. Yeah, and she said the year before it had been replaced. So it is a chance that it could have sat on the shelf for 6 months, you know. So anyways, it's about 3 years old, use-wise. And you also got to remember, this is, until the year and a half that I've been here, this has never been lived in year-round. So all this was drained and winterized. So this doesn't have a lot of use on it, I guess is what I'm saying. 40 gallons is way more than me and my 2 boys need. I wish this here hadn't been painted white somehow. That way it looked all more uniform. This has got to come up. I just left it hanging in there. It's coming up to here. I'm going to have a shelf above here. I'm going to have a couple more shelves in there, and a fake wall to come back here about 2 inches away from that, just to store extra towels and stuff. So anyways, I've rambled on long enough. It's almost 20 minutes. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm sure you guys, this is like 3, 4, or 5, or 6 videos on this. I'm sure you're getting tired of seeing it. So I think I'm going to spare you the constant videos on this, update on this. So I think what I'm going to do next is do the floor, set the sink, set the commode, new supply lines to both, which is 3 supply lines, hot and a cold for the sink, and a cold for the toilet. I just don't like the looks of that one anymore. I get my, all that clean. Anyways, I think the next video you're going to see is going to be at 100% completed. I might do one other one. I don't know. I'm just not sure. But anyways, we're at 19 minutes and 22 seconds. So I'm going to get out of here. Click that thumbs up. Oh, let's get that thumb way out there where you can see it. Click that thumbs up. Click the like button. Subscribe. Click that bell notification down at the bottom, down there, so you'll be notified every time I post another video. Unless you're just tired of watching this, then don't worry about it. And I am so sorry, but I do appreciate the people that's been watching this a lot. and going along with my little adventure. And we will see you guys the next time. I hope you have a great Wednesday and an even better Thursday. And I'll see you the next time. Thank you and have a great day.